So after putting out my what to do, how to buy your first Spey rod video, I broke about all the rules set forth in that video and got me a max catch. I think it's a 2 or 3 weight, 10 or 10 and a half foot or 11 foot, I can't remember. It's a Euro nymphing rod. So anyway, pardon my attire. I just got done working out. It's cold outside. I needed a little bit of daylight left to shoot this. So anyway, I'm gonna take this out and see what I got. Hang on just a second. Okay, this is cool. I just started cutting it open and was surprised that it had this cool little case. It says it's a number 10. It's a 10-foot, 2-weight, 4-piece. And I read the reviews on Amazon. And you know, the review said, well, it was a little more than a 2-weight and all that kind of stuff. But I'm thinking, well, that's cool, because if it's a little bit stronger than a 2-weight, I have a Rio single hand Spey line I want to try on it, because I cast with a 8-foot 5-weight, and I want to actually try this 10-foot 2-weight, and I might modify it because I can see me not being much of a Euro nympher, but I can see me doing a little custom job on this 10-foot 2-weight and making a little Spey rod out of it, because my perfect idea of a micro Skagit Spey rod would be 9 foot 6 inches above my top hand. So if I added another 6 inches or less, that would make the rod total 10 foot, but it would have a 5 or 6 inch butt section, so I could use it 2 hands close together, or I could use it one-handed with 9 foot 6 inch above my hand, so it wouldn't be too much rod for one-handed Skagit casting, but it would have just enough length that if I wanted to use it two-handed, Edward style, I could. So anyway, that is my thought behind this. And I could also use it if I wanted to try Euro nymphing, which I'm just a bad nympher, so not much hope there, but I thought it would be a fun rod to at least try to catch some fish with. All right, so the nice tube came with a really decent rod sock, beautiful Jedi blue rod sock, which I really like. And then it's really, the fit and finish, as they say, is pretty sweet. It's a pretty green with blue threads, and it's got alignment dots right there, so you can put it together easily. It's got some pretty quality, what are they? I forgot what we call these in the fly rod world. They're it's like ceramic eyelets for these stripping guides, and then it has snake guides, and it kind of does feel pretty 2-weight. It's pretty soft, but I'm thinking I can add a little bottom handle and have a nice little 10-foot 2-weight that I can cast short shooting heads for swinging flies with, or I can do actual Euro nymphing with. So anyway, I'm pretty excited. This is a pretty sweet little rod. It's got one of these hook keepers, if you like those, and it's got one of these deals down here. I forget what you call them. but those are, I used to know when I made a lot of rods. But anyway, the cork looks like cork. We'll only know after we fish it for a week or two and all the filling comes out. But anyway, looks like a pretty sweet rod. I'm going to try to match a line to it and get back to you. Thanks for watching. I have this Rio single-handed Spey line on this little, this is just a little freebie for you. It's a Cortland Fairplay. It's 8 foot, 5'6". You can get them at Walmart. They got some kind of funky foam handle and a plastic reel seat, but I don't care. 30 bucks. It's a quality little blank. It's a 4-piece rod. It is very nice. Get them at Walmart for 30 bucks. It's a great rod if you just want to throw something in the back seat and not worry about putting it in the tube. So anyway, that's just a helpful hint. If you want a good cheap fly rod, here's one right now. You get you could get a Rio, or not Rio, well, Rio or OPST commando head and a sink tip, and you could be into single-handed fly fishing with a rod that's cheaper than the line. But it's a very nice little rod, so that's just FYI. But I'm gonna take this cheap Redington reel with my Rio single-hand Spey line, which is 33 feet long, put it on this 10-foot 2-weight and see how it does. All right, I laced it up. 5-weight Rio single-hand Spey line with this V-Nymph. It's a max catch, 10-foot, number 2, 4-section Euro nymphing rod. I put the Rio single-hand Spey line on it. It actually works pretty good. It's a little bit of a lot to cast one-handed, but if I use my bottom hand, it casts a lot easier. Anyway, I'll try to get some practice casts out there and before I take it on the water. All right, I went out there and tried it. I think it's gonna work okay. Maybe not be my favorite because it's pretty soft, but it's a Euro nymphing rod. And but it overhead casts pretty nice. Anyway, I'll get it out on the water and try some Spey stuff with it and see how it goes. So thanks for watching.